Good morning, dear students. We'll be continuing today the previous chapter, chapter 2, myths and misconceptions about growing up. We have read half, isn't it? So now let's continue it. Open your book. Page number 15. Third paragraph. Okay. Why do adolescents tend to be attracted to opposite sex? Did you find? Okay, look at the book. So what is the reason adolescents tend to be attracted towards opposite sex? Let's learn. See the book. During puberty, a number of psychological changes take place in the body which are different for boys and girls. So during puberty, so many changes take place, isn't it? Psychological changes take place in the body which are different for boys and girls. These changes indicate that they are now in a very delicate and vulnerable stage. So these changes, psychological changes, physical changes, all that changes we have learned, isn't it? In the first chapter we have learned. So that changes indicates that they are grown up now. They are delicate and vulnerable stage. They are in vulnerable stage. They have grown up. They are growing up. Okay. Next, puberty is a stage that signals the beginning of reproduction process, which help the hormones to control sexual maturation of the reproductive organs and making them ready to reproduce or to have a child. So puberty is a stage that signals the beginning of reproduction process, which help the hormones to control sexual maturation of the reproductive organs. Alright. And making them ready to reproduce or to have a child. Okay. Thus the process sexual awareness caused by the hormonal production during puberty creates an attraction or sexual urge among these developing young adults towards the opposite sex. So, this is the process, puberty, okay. Process of sexual awareness caused by the hormonal production during puberty creates. So, puberty creates, during puberty what happens? It creates an attraction or sexual urge among the adult girls and boys, okay, towards the opposite sex. At this stage, appropriate guidance must be given by parents and teachers, since the feeling of adolescents tend to be very strong towards members of opposite sex. So, at this stage means which stage? During puberty. Okay? Teachers or parents must guide the children. They must guide them to move in right path. Okay? Next, By late adolescence, their friends and romances are generally much deeper and more serious than those of young teens. So, by late adolescence, their friendship and romance are generally much much deeper and more serious than those of the young teens. Teenager time, that much they will not think of that. Okay, but as they grow up, as they become adult, they may be attracted towards opposite sex. Understood? Next, late adolescents are often physically mature and they may consider themselves to be emotionally mature. So, late adolescents are often physically mature and they may consider themselves that they are also mature emotionally. However, even in this age range, an adolescent may be more physically to be guided and watched over by elders. However, even in this range, an adolescent may be more physically mature than he or she is emotionally mature and may be more likely to take risks and hence need to be guided and watched over by elders. So, this is the stage. Adolescent period, they need more guidance and support by their elders. Okay, turn the page. What are the myths and misconceptions about the process of menstruation and growing up? So, what are the myths and misconceptions about the process of menstruation and growing up? Let's read. Myths about menstruation. First of all, it is not advisable to go for swimming during menstruation period. So, it is not advisable to go for swimming during menstruation. This myth started in the days before internal protective devices such as tampons were available. It is also due to a fear of muscle cramps while swimming. So, it is due to muscle cramps, pain. Okay, that is the reason they are not allowed to go for swimming. Another reason is that menstrual blood could contaminate the swimming pool. Apart from these reasons, there is no reason why you cannot safely swim during menstruation. So, another reason is that when they go for swimming, then what happens? Menstrual blood could contaminate the swimming pool. Okay, that is the reason they are not allowed to go for the swimming during menstruation. Next, second about, don't wash your hair when you are menstruating. So, don't wash your hair when you are menstruating. So, when you have period, no need of wash hair. There is absolutely no reason not to wash hair. So, there is no reason for not washing the hair or take a bath or shower during menstruation. In fact, a nice warm bath can do a lot to relieve menstrual cramps and premenstrual tensions. So, there is no reason that you should not take bath, you should not wash your hair on that. Okay, but This time, menstruation time, you must take bath with warm water. It will give you relief. Okay? It is advisable to avoid cold water during your period since it might cause uterine contractions that could increase menstrual cramps. So, it is advisable that you should not use cold water for bathing or drinking. It will cause you more pain. Okay, it can cause. Now next, number 3. Girls shouldn't use tampons during their first period. There is no reason not to use tampons during the first period. So that is, there is also no reason that girls should not use tampons during first period. However, it is important to ensure that you read the instructions and insert the tampons correctly. So you read the instruction and use it correctly. Okay. Number 4. You shouldn't exercise or do strenuous activities during your period. So during period, you should not do any types of exercise or do not stretch yourself. Okay. Menstruation is a normal function and is not a disability. So don't think that menstruation is disability, but it is normal function. You should be happy. All activities that you do otherwise may be continued during menstruation. So all activities that you can do otherwise may be continued during menstruation. So if you have menstruation, no need of sitting bed, just sitting or sleeping. You do all other works also. You feel that it is normal. Okay. Women used to be treated as sick during menstruation and were rested, stayed home and didn't socialize. So, women used to be seated at home, not going for work or anywhere else, no more visiting anyone. Okay, during menstruation. That should not be done. It is not the right way. You can do your work and wherever you want to go, you go. So that is not, menstruation is not a sick or anything else. No, not a disability. Okay, it is normal. So whatever you can do it. Next, cross-circular linkage with English literature. Write an article to the newspaper on the topic. Should parents consult adolescents on family issues? This you can write by yourself. Think and write. Okay. Here, building health vocabularies. Tampons. Then generation gap. Next, extended learning through research. This you can extend learning through research. Okay, find out. From age of 9 years till the age of 17 years, describe all kinds of physical, emotional and intellectual changes that take place in boys and girls. This also you can do it by yourself. Okay, we have already learned in first chapter. Process of growing, isn't it? So, what all things happen during our growth. Okay. So, read the chapter, understand well, read it again and again. If you are not understanding, please read. Read it again and again. So, you will get some points. Okay. So, we have completed reading chapter 2. Now it is your duty to revise the chapter and learn. See you in next class. Thank you.